So I'm glad everyone could be here this morning. And so just plan on the first of next month, first Tuesday in next month, starting both classes, the Tuesday and Friday class at the church, but streaming at the same time. So I'd like everyone to find a comfortable seat, kind of rooting down through the sits bones and the legs if you're seated on the floor. Yeah. And we'll just take a few minutes here to come into the space, come into what you feel, centering and noticing. So you can take that deep breath in if you choose. And then open the mouth and let it go. Releasing. And one more deep breath. And exhale. Remember, it's your practice. Take care of yourself. Be kind. Rest whenever you want. No pain. Just move into sensation. And you should be able to maintain that posture when we get there, and when you get there, for 5 long, deep breaths. So now just noticing the sensations as you breathe. Moving to that Ujjayi breath. Adjust if you'd like. Make those breaths, those inhales long and deep. Exhaling slowly. And now one long, deep inhale in. And exhale. Yeah, all right, good morning. Wow. Coming back over to the mat. Find that cross-legged seat this morning. Yeah, I've been going to the gym with doing the weights. So I'm finding some muscles that you don't exercise, or you traditionally or typically don't exercise in yoga, but it's a good thing. So lift up tall, draw the shoulders back. Bring the hands out to the side with the fingertips down toward the floor. Turn the palms to the ceiling, and as you inhale, reaching wide, lift the hands to the ceiling and bring the palms together. Be nice to your shoulders, and then exhaling, reaching wide, and the hands come down. And inhaling, reaching wide and up. Fingers spread and Big exhale. And inhaling. And exhaling. Breathe in. Let it go, releasing down to the mat. Bring that right hand out in front, reach it. Get tall, and as you inhale, let the hand rise up. Reaching to the ceiling. Turn the palm toward the front, and now reach up and back. Feeling that through the arm, across the chest. Bring the hand back to the ceiling, turn the palm to the center, and now arc over to your left. And the hand comes back to the ceiling, grounding down, reaching high. And exhale the right arm down, moving that right arm. Now bring the left hand out, inhaling the left hand up. Bring the palm to the front, reach back. Strong through the arm, fingers spread. The hand comes back up to the ceiling, right hand out, arcing right. And the hand comes back to the ceiling, reaching high. And exhale the left hand down. All right. With all that, let's do a little bit of work with the neck. So let the chin fall down toward the chest, keeping the shoulders back. And then draw the chin over toward the right shoulder. And then the chin to center and to left. And center right. And center and left. Bring the chin to center and inhale, the head comes up. And let the right ear fall toward the right shoulder. And then gently roll the chin down toward the chest. And now rolling to the left, left ear toward left shoulder. And then the chin comes down, gently rolling, right ear to right shoulder. And coming down, left ear to left shoulder. And the chin comes down and inhale, bringing the gaze up straight ahead again, drawing the shoulders back. Bring the arms wide. And now bring the left arm across and the right hand comes under, up to the left shoulder. Big, long, deep breaths here. Inhaling, come wide with the arms. And now bring the right arm across, the left hand under and up to the right shoulder. And come wide with the arms. Exhale and bring the palms together out in front, reaching the fingers forward now. Staying tall, interlace the fingers, press the palms toward the front of the mat. And now lift up tall, bring the shoulders back, Hands lifted to the ceiling, inhaling, pressing up, and exhaling, rounding, arms parallel to the floor, pressing the hands forward. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, round. And lifting one last time. Take the gaze straight ahead. Draw the arms back by the ears. Press those hands to the ceiling. And exhaling, round. Turn the hands toward you. Release. Send in the back doll. Roll the wrists. Oh, good. Bring that left hand across to the right thigh, right hand behind. Staying tall and in the center of the mat, exhale your twist to the right. Make it gentle. Let the shoulders release. And inhaling, come to center. And now right hand across, twisting gently left. And inhaling, back to center. And I like to do that extended twist again to the right with the right arm extended. And then coming to center and extending that twist to the right. Reaching back. And coming back to center. Take the heart toward the front of the mat. Release the head down toward the mat. And you can bring the hands down, fingertips on the mat. Spider fingers. Let the hips release. And as you breathe, again, sensations. And as you inhale, round up. And now take the heart over toward the right knee and gently fold over the right knee. And inhaling, coming up. And the heart to the left, folding over the left knee. And inhaling, lifting back up. Draw the shoulders back, press the top of the head toward the ceiling, ground down through the sits bones, and breathe. Bring the hands behind the hips with the fingers pointed toward the front of the mat. And then just let the head fall back, pressing the hands into the mat to lift the heart. And if you choose, you can actually lift the hips toward the ceiling. And then bring the hips down, coming back up. And change the cross of the legs. Oh my goodness. Bring that back leg to the front. And then lift up tall. And one more time, exhaling, come forward. I'm not going to go as low this time. And as you inhale, round up gently. Yes. Take those legs wide. After all that, we're going to open the legs and now reach them out to the sides. Flex those feet, point the toes back toward your face. Now lift up tall. Really press out through the heels. And this may be work right here. So staying tall, taking the belly toward the front of the mat. Find something to hold on to. I can't get to my toes here, but I can get to my shins. And now exhale, round down with a little bend in those knees. And let the head move down toward the mat. Move the heels, adjusting the tension that you want or the sensation in the backs of the legs here. Shouldn't feel any pull behind the knees. Sensation should be in the belly of the muscle, not in the joints. No pull at the hips. And these thighs are active. In other words, the muscles are tighter. You can feel the muscles tight in the thighs and in the calf muscles. Breathe, just let the head hang. Now on your next inhale, gently round up. Just let the hands come back up the legs. Again, straighten the legs strong through the legs, lifting through the heart, the top of the head. And again, let's bring that left hand across and the right hand behind. And now we'll do a wide-legged seated twist, pressing the belly toward the front of the mat, looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling, come to center and bring the right hand across and twisting to the left. Stay tall. And coming back to center. Good. Take the heart toward the right knee, fold over the right leg, keeping that left sits bone on the mat. And lifting up, coming to the left, folding over the left leg. Toes still flexed, legs still strong. And inhaling, lifting back up. Bring that left hand to the inside of the left leg, and now lifting the right arm arc over the left leg. And coming up, right arm to the inside of the right leg. And you try to stay long through that right side of the body here. You want to crunch that too much on the right side. You want to feel the opening on the left without being really crunched in the right ribs. And coming up. Good, bring those feet back in, bend the knees. Come into cobbler pose. Bring the feet in. And someone asked, did I reach down and grab the feet? And the idea is that you're supposed to be able to open those feet like a book. Okay. So that's good if you can do that. If you're like me and you can't quite get there, that's okay. So just let the head hang here. Put those feet all the way in toward the hips. Good, and slide the feet away. Bring the hands to the knees. Take the knees back up to the ceiling. And I'll bring the hands behind the hips. We're going to move into reverse table. So make sure your shoulders are good. And if not, you can sit this one out. But as you inhale, lift the hips forward and up. Table, reverse table. And exhaling, moving the hips toward the feet and then gently come down. And then a shoulder stretch here. So the hips are up toward the heels. Elbows point behind. And then gently bend the elbows to find that gentle shoulder stretch back here. Good, lifting back up, shift those hips back a little bit. And now come down to your elbows and extend the legs long. So you're looking down at your toes and the elbows are in toward the center of the mat, hinged by your hips, palms down. Point the toes and just gently lift both legs off the mat. Breathe. You can bend the knees here. Now spread the toes. Feet are touching, pointing the feet, spreading the toes, and breathe. Good for the abs. Bring both feet down. And take the elbows down to the mat or move them forward and just release down, lying on the mat. Open the palms toward the ceiling. Let the toes splay out to the sides. And you can windshield wiper those toes. And now gently lift back up. Bring the elbows back. Palms down on the mat. Point the toes. And now we're going to lift the feet. And again, you can have your knees bent. Lift the feet and the legs. I don't know, maybe 15, 20 degree angle. Point the toes or point the feet. Spread those toes. Let's go with 3 more long, deep breaths. One more. And exhaling, slowly lower those feet down. Again, move the arms forward, coming down, lying on your back, palms turn up. Yes. I'll bring both knees into the chest here. And just gently rock. Bring the hands behind the knees with the knees bent, and now just rock up and back. Coming up, feet touch, rolling back to the shoulder blades, coming back up. Don't go back to the neck or the back of the head. And the next time you come up, come to chair. Whoop, not chair, come to boat. Awesome. Good. And your belly is already saying, hey, I've had enough of this. This is good. Bring the feet down. And now bring the feet around into your table. Well, with all that, just wag your tail a little bit, taking the hips left and right. Yes, okay. Moving cat-cow, open the knees a little wide. Inhale, let the belly drop. And as you exhale, round, moving the hips back toward the heels. Nice to the knees. Elbows come down between the wrists and the knees. Come forward and up as you inhale. And exhale, round, hips move back. Elbows come down, coming forward and up. Exhaling round, hips come back. Inhaling up. And exhaling back, two more. Last one. Yes, coming up. Good. Bring the knees back in, neutral spine here. Gaze straight down at the center of the mat. Take the weight onto the right knee, press the hips to the right. And the ribs open, and then come to center, and I'll take the hips left. Onto the left knee. Come to center, hips move right. And center and left. And coming back to center. Good. Move forward gently for a nice gentle stretch on the wrists. This is some arm strength too here. Breathe. And now open those knees a little wide, take the hips back toward the heels. And come to your resting pose. Walk the arms toward the front of the mat. So the hands are spread, shoulder width, fingers spread. And now just let the head hang down between the arms. The arms are straight, pressing the hands and fingers into the mat. Lifting the head a little bit, walk the hands to the right, bring the left hand onto the right, head toward the right knee. Bring the hands to center and to the left, right hand on left. And bring the hands back to center. And now as you inhale, lifting back up, come forward into knee plank. Bend the knees or bend the elbows halfway and press back up. And take the hips back toward the heels. Good, we'll do 3 more of these. So as you inhale, lifting up, knee plank, bend the elbows, tight to the body. Press back up, hips come back. That's 1. Releasing. Inhaling up. Elbows bend, tight to the body. Press back up. And hips come back. That's 2. And 1 more time, come forward. Bending the elbows. And press back up. And bringing those hips back. That's number 3. Good. Back to your resting pose. One more little thing we're going to do for arm strength. Again, reaching the hands toward the front of the mat. Come up. And now bring those knees in, exhale and lower down to the belly. Chin comes to the mat. And bring the toes to touch, big toes. And now we're coming to modified cobra 3 times. So keep the elbows pointed up toward the ceiling and then just press the modified cobra. So you don't come all the way up and come down, chin to the mat, relax, inhale and lift. Coming down, exhaling. And 1 more time, pressing into modified cobra. And exhale and come down. Yeah, good. All right. Come to your Sphinx. Gently lifting the gaze straight ahead, shoulder blades on the back. Gentle back bend here. You might feel a little bit of stretch in the belly here. Belly muscles stretching. Be gentle. Two more deep breaths. And good. Take the elbows wide, the right side of the face to the mat, and breathe. And the left side of the face. Bring the hands under the shoulders, lift up into table. We're going to move into side plank. So bring that left foot up halfway up the mat, and then come on to the outside of that right leg, and then lift the hips, extending that left arm to the sky. And now bring the left hand down, bring the left knee back. Take a breath. And now side plank on the other side. So bring the right foot halfway up, turn the toes out. Come on to the outside edge of the left foot. And reach the right hand to the sky. And bringing the right hand down, bringing the right knee back in, and down to your resting pose. Good, come up into table. Curl the toes, lift into downward facing dog. Just curl the toes, pop those hips straight up to the ceiling. Bend the knees, press the heart back toward the knees. Gently move the head. Spread those fingers. And now one heel and then the other toward the middle. Good. Step the feet toward the front of the mat. Walk right up there. Grip the mat with the toes. Come to half lift. Weight in the center of the feet. Pressing the belly down. Legs are straight. Gaze is straight down. Long spine. Breathe. Now exhaling, bend the knees, forward fold. Let the head just hang. Yeah, press the belly into the thighs. Bend the knees to make that happen. And working the heels, thinking about or straightening one leg and then the other. Good. Bend the knees, press with the feet, and just let the arms hang as you round up. Getting tall now, pressing down through the feet, taking the arms wide, inhale and lift to the sky. Exhale, reaching wide as the hands come down. Big, deep breath in and exhale. All right. Spinal flow. Now we'll move into some lunges. Spinal flow. Inhale the hands up. Exhaling the right arm down, arc to your right. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, arc left. Inhaling, lift up, reach. And now come wide with the arms, palms turn up, exhaling to the right. Inhaling up. And a twist to the left. Inhaling up. Hands come to the heart, hinge. Bend those knees, forward fold. Let the head release toward the knees. Bend the knees, Come forward, really press the belly down, and then press with the feet to come up. Exhaling the hands back. Inhaling up, gaze comes straight ahead as you reach. Exhale into your mountain pose. Oh yeah, yoga flop. Got a pop in my left ankle with yoga flop. All right, before we go down for lunges, let's step back with the right foot. We'll do a head to knee. So the right foot comes back, not real far. Right toes turn out slightly. Outside edge of the left foot is parallel to the front of the mat. Good. Bring the hands behind, reverse prayer, interlace the fingers, grab the elbows, whichever is best for you. Bring your shoulders back and exhale and fold. We'll bend in that front knee and then lift the hands to the ceiling and let the head go toward the left knee as you draw the left hip back. Lifting those hands. Inhale and get long through the spine as you lift back up. And then I like to press those hands down toward the mat, shoulders come back, gaze lifts to the ceiling, right hip shifts forward. Oh yeah. Get that sensation there, and inside of the right hip. And good, coming back up. Release the hands and step that right foot up. Take a breath. You can even do some hip circles here, hands to the hips and moving circles one way and circles the other. Good, step back with the left foot. Back there where it's comfortable for you, with the hips square or facing the front of the mat, hip bones, and then interlace the fingers. Squeeze those hands together if their fingers are interlaced, then exhale and fold. Let the head move toward the right knee. Lift the hands, still squeezing the hands together. Inhaling, get long, inhale up. Shoulders come back, gaze lifts. Left hip comes forward. One more breath. And as you come up, release the hands. Step the left foot forward. Good. And now just gently move. And if you want, you can bring the hands to the hips and do more of those hip circles. All right, let's come down to lunge. So bring the feet hip width, or closer. Toes point straight ahead. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reaching wide, forward fold. And then bring the feet, bring the weight forward on the feet. Letting the head release. Now press into the mat with the front of the feet. So lift the hips or bringing those heels, pressing those heels into the mat gently as the face moves toward the knees. Inhale, half lift. And now exhaling, step the right foot way back, shoot it up and back. High lunge. Spider fingers, long now, strong through the back leg. Good, let the hips release toward the mat. Still keeping that back knee lifted. Good, bring the back knee down, release the back foot, top of the foot to the mat. Come on to fingertips. And now take the gaze straight ahead and take that left knee a little bit closer toward the front of the mat. Shoulder blades on the back. Stay lifted here. Excuse me, a big old sneeze. Oh my goodness. One more breath. Good. Come down to spider fingers, curl the back toes. Now again, high lunge, strong through the back leg. Take a big step to the front of the mat. Come to half lift. Good. And now we're going to just move right to the other side. So bring the hands down to the mat, step way back with the left foot. Find that high lunge. Spider fingers. Good. You know you're doing this right if your hands are back by your heels, the heel of that front foot, and they're under your shoulders. Now bring the back knee down, release the toes, fingertips, lifting the gaze, bringing the shoulder blades onto the back. And now the right knee gently, gently moves toward the front of the mat. Good. Come down to spider fingers. Roll the back toes. Back to that high lunge. Stay long and strong. And now that big step to the front of the mat. Inhaling half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And bending those knees, take the arms wide, press the belly down and come up. Exhale, mountain pose. Oh, good. Okay, let's see what our balance feels like today. So wherever you want to be here with your hands, I like to bring mine to my hips. And if you choose, you can find a spot out on the floor. Bring the weight to the left foot and just lift the right knee, right leg. And then straighten that leg. And point the toes and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And then bring the right foot down. Take a breath. Bring the weight to the right foot. And just lift the left knee. And then straighten that leg. And point and flex. And point, flex. And point, flex. And then bring the left foot down. So from our mountain pose, inhale the hands up. And exhale, forward fold. And come to half lift. And exhale, float back. Let's pop those feet back into plank. Take that breath in plank. And on your next exhale, go ahead and bend the elbows and lower down on your belly. And now we'll come into just regular cobra. Light pressure in the hands. Tops of the feet touching the mat. Breathe. You don't have to come up far. And then exhale, bringing the chin down to the mat. Good. Gently press up to the knees, coming back into table or up into table, and then bring the feet around to the front. We've done wide-legged seated fold. Let's do regular seated forward fold with a little bend in the knees. And then exhale, bring the belly down to the thighs, and then let the head release down toward those bent knees. And on your inhale, gently round up. Good. Bring the feet in a little bit, hands behind the knees, come down to your back. Bring the feet all the way in and come into your cobbler pose. This is reclining cobbler. Knees are wide, palms turn up. Breathing. Good. Bring the feet or the knees up toward the ceiling, feet hip width, and hands down by your side. So we're going to move into bridge, 3 bridges here. And the third bridge will hold and breathe. So knees straight to the ceiling. As you inhale, just lift the hips up to the ceiling, toward the ceiling. Good. Feel this in the quads and in the hips. I hope, I think. And then exhale and lower. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale and lower. And one more time, lifting. And now we'll be here. Roll the shoulder blades under the back. Pressing with the feet to lift the hips. 2 deep breaths. One more. Press the belly up. And then exhale and lower. Oh yeah. Bring the left ankle onto the right knee. We'll move into figure 4. I like to just gently put a little pressure on that left knee with the left hand before I move into figure 4. Find a little sensation here. Trying to keep those hips nice and loose and flexible. Make sure you flex that left foot and then reach through for your figure 4. And bring that left foot down, or right foot down, release the left ankle. Come into your cobbler pose. And the left knee to the ceiling, bring the right ankle onto the left knee. Again, a little sensation in that hip with the right hand. Reaching through for figure 4. Almost finished. And bring the left foot down, release the ankle. Good. Bring those feet all the way into the hips. Take the arms wide. And then let the knees fall over to the right. Gaze left. And knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. Knees to the ceiling. Bring the knees all the way into chest and gently rock. Knees wide if you choose. And then bring the feet down. And one big long stretch as you reach behind with the arms. Inhaling. Exhale with your Savasana. Just allowing the body to settle into the mat. Release. Breathing, noticing. Wiggle the toes, the fingers, and bend the knees. When you're ready, you can roll over to one side, gently coming out. Bring my chair back over here. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Have a wonderful week, and maybe we'll see you at the church or on screen on Friday.